And the unexpected happened. Looking at Earth like this tiny little blue ball, looking about twice the size that a full moon looks when you look at it from here. Looking at the stars behind and being awestruck by all of this, I suddenly realized from my MIT training in star formation and galactic formation and so forth, the molecules of this body, the molecules of that spacecraft and my partners have been prototyped in an ancient generation of stars. Okay, so it is. But all of a sudden, those were my molecules we were talking about. And it wasn't an intellectual exercise. It was just suddenly damn deeply personal. And it was a feeling experience. It wasn't an intellectual experience. And I suddenly realized that in a way we in science didn't understand. The universe was intelligent, interconnected, and that our modeling of answering the question, who are we and how do we get here, was incomplete and flawed. And that from our cultural cosmologies, coming out of religion, they were archaic and flawed. And now as a spacefaring civilization, the beginnings of spacefaring civilization, we needed to have a new story about ourselves. And a new answer to the question, who are we, how did we get here, and where are we going? What was interesting was I was accompanied by an ecstasy, a wow, an aha, a eureka. And the question to my linear left brain scientific mind was, okay, what kind of a mind and brain is this? Because it's looking at the universe or looking at the world from different perspectives, have this sort before it begins. It wasn't until I got back, curious about this, left NASA a year or so later, because it was obvious I wouldn't fly again until the shuttle. I didn't want to fly to gas opportunity. So one of the first things I did was, with some meager funds, commissioned research, and we started digging through the ancient mystical literature. Because neurology and psychology had nothing to say about what was going on. But I needed to understand and thought maybe the mystical literature would help me understand something. And I discovered, digging through the literature, that what had happened in space had a name in the ancient Sanskrit called the Salvakapa Samadhi experience, where you see things in their separateness, but you feel them in their connectedness. So if we move on to today, I can point out some of the things that have been said about me as a result of being interested in this area and being associated with this sort of thing. And one of the first things they used to say 30 years ago, he got lost in space. And the second thing is, well, he's just a space cadet. And then some of my colleagues who had worked with me for a while and still didn't quite know how to take me into how to take all of this stuff. Something strange happened out there that he's too bright to argue with. But he sure has a lot of weird facts that he throws at you. Well, that one came along, and then when I came out with The Way of the Explorer 5 years ago,